action. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight plan. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get it right, man. Baby, I'm my own hype, man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it, run it, run it back. Run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back. Run it, run it. Run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the front. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, I'm running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not by the act. Yeah. And run it back, you see how I act. Nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it, I think less without it. I'm a cut at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key, running back, let me have it back. I'm a cut at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On play action, Lawrence. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Lawrence. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Come on. Hey, check that. Street. Ready,
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Texans at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. And I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
60 Bobcat. Warrior 70.
On first down, here's Stroud. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. Nifty. And he'll take this one in for the Texans touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And running with power here. And how about that return? Inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
13, Luke. Take right open.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Got it. Ready? 79 Broncos. Let go.
Stroud now on second down. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
And Stroud now to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On second down, it's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Stroud looking to throw. That is caught by Dell. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Ready, ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, and Charles is... And he's got it. What a catch.
Complete to Evan Ingram. A gain of 30. 1st down, Jacksonville.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He was brought down by Malik Collins. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings us 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The other day they told us we've got 3rd and 5 or less. We have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The second down throw now from Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 35. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Again, it's Stroud. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, here's Stroud. That's complete to Dill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Pass to 60, pass to 60.
Stroud off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here goes Stroud again. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
19, Tiger, 19.
Here's Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Lawrence will throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A A gain of 32 that time. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Rig alert, rig alert. Panther 11, Panther 11.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Come on, come on.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
19. Ready, ready.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's going to give his guys another first down. Back-to-back good runs to start the drive. This one 13 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
Now Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Cut 19.
Stroud sack back at the 38.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluwakan.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. Room past the 35 and all the way out to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On play action, Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 11. First down, Jacksonville.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Jaguar, first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line.
11.
Now Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Etienne up the middle. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. The kick by McManus is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Stroud on 3rd down now. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
79 Broncos.
Stroud will look to throw once more. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Let's go.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Okay, break.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Stroud to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
19-18. Go.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Pushing his way through. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Check, check. Let's go. Ready.
Stroud looking to throw. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Washington now brings this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. Able to hook up here with Ridley.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
30 left.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute. As it kicks away here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now Stroud. He'll get this complete to Collins. And he'll give a 1st down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. That is caught by Dell.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from long, very long range. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Here's first down. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules remind us how this goes.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Pierce now up the middle.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Stroud off the play fake.
Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The second down throw now from Stroud. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
Washington now brings this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
On first down, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Jaguar.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Lawrence will throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end,